What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy NextGenNero back with another review, man. Today we got to talk about the one and only Doom: The Dark Ages, man. And just before we get into the video, I want to say thank you all for rocking with me, returning to the channel, clicking on this video. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, share this with a friend, comment below. Let me know if you was kind of more on the not feeling this Doom, or let me know if you're like me and just enjoyed it and thought it's the perfect follow-up to Eternal, and let me just give a little bit of my Doom background. I absolutely love Doom 2016. I wasn't a fan of the one before that, like most people wasn't, but I'm telling you, after playing through these last three and the DLCs for Eternal, I'm really tempted to just go back and play that and go at it with another approach, because it just wasn't what I was expecting from a Doom game. But Doom 2016 to me was absolutely peak. I love Doom Eternal. I did prefer 2016 more than Eternal, but that was until I beat the Ancient Gods DLC 1 and DLC 2 for Doom Eternal. That solidified that game as my favorite and one of my favorite games of all time in general. I absolutely love Doom. He's right up there with some of my favorites, right up there with Kratos, right there neck and neck with Master Chief. And if you know me, you know Master Chief and Halo is my favorite franchise ever. So that's a lot of props for Doom guy. I absolutely love him. And this game right here, man, it caught me by surprise. And we're going to get into it. But before we do, the first thing I want to touch on real quick is the graphics and gameplay and overall art design. And I really think the graphics in this game is really well done. Tech is always just a beautiful, highly optimized engine. You know what I'm saying? Never the UE5 stutters of the world. Never, severe frame drops. It's always a smooth, beautiful experience. This time they got ray trace global illumination baked into the engine. So the lighting in this game is absolutely stunning at times. Now, I played on the Xbox Series X, so with that being said, I did have a couple critiques, coming from Doom Eternal as far as the graphics and the art design. And for me personally, it comes down to the lack of modes and options on consoles. You know what I'm saying? On the PS5 Pro, Series X and S, it's only one mode. And to me, that's just a little disappointing, even though I know that it's improvements in the engine and the game still look good. But I don't think it looked marginally that much better than what Doom Eternal was looking like, especially after receiving that next-gen upgrade. And the reason I'm even pointing this out, guys, is because I would love an option to have 120 FPS. We had it in Doom Eternal on the Series X and S and the PS5. I would have just personally loved to have it in Doom: The Dark Ages on console as well. But that's just me nitpicking. The art design in this game is absolutely fantastic, man. Those Dark Ages, those gothic tones and medieval atmosphere was done really well in this game, man. And it was just such a stark difference from what we had in 2016 and what we also had in Doom Eternal. And for me, that's just really dope, because somehow these guys find a way every single time to differentiate the game from the prior game. And to me, that's super impressive. When you have Madden's coming out every year, when you have Call of Duty's coming out every year, 2K's coming out every year, that's doing the bare minimum from upgrade to upgrade, from game to game. And then you have a game like Doom that come out and really reinvent the wheel every single time, but somehow still has that same unique Doom feeling that we all know and love. For me, that's absolutely amazing. And the gameplay might turn some people off. I've already seen the, usual suspects online bitching and complaining, saying it's too slow or saying it's this, that, and the third. And to me, bro, I feel like that's absolutely bullshit. Playing the game with the normal game speed to me felt quick enough. Now, I will say it feels slow to start, like most Doom games do. As you get your upgrades and get your guns, you got to go and get your guns before you get your whole arsenal. But once you get your whole arsenal and get everything down packed, this game feels absolutely amazing gameplay-wise, man. And honestly, as I sit with it and play it more, it may become my favorite gameplay loop of all the Doom games, period. Now, standing your ground and fighting is totally up to you, because you can move and dodge, which you're still going to have to do, especially on higher difficulties. But the fact that you can stand there as Doom guy and parry with that shield, or throw your shield at one of these annoying ass flying enemies and stun them so you can get up to them and hit them with a super shotgun to the chest. Come on, man. How could you not love that? And also, well, I'm gonna save it for the story, but just the cutscenes in this game as a whole, guys, just so much ore that it's just reeking off the screen. Doom guy is awesome in this game, man. The cutscenes are amazing. The storytelling is a step up from Doom Eternal, even though sometimes I still have no idea what the hell is going on. One aspect from Doom as a whole, from 2016 to now, that I felt was a really underrated aspect of this game is the amount of lore and codex that you can find. And another highlight for me is the chapter select, you know, being able to see your secrets and everything that you missed, and, you know, as it go through it after you finish a chapter, just being able to select it and go back in and retry it. To me, that ups the replayability aspect, and it's gonna make the full completion of this game a lot easier than prior Dooms. And I absolutely love that, man. I love the gameplay. The combat is really good. It's crunchy. It feels good. Doom guy got some weight to him. The art design, beautiful. Graphics is top tier. Now we're gonna have to get into the music and sound design, and sadly that's why I feel like the game was a slightly step back from Doom Eternal and definitely 16. Some of the tracks in that game and those games just absolutely took over me. You know, took over the gameplay, took over the mood, and I just was like in a trance with the music and everything just hitting at the right time and cadence and tone. Doom Eternal did that extremely well, and that was one of the highlights, because for me personally, the Doom soundtrack and sound design as a whole, you know, whether it's the guns and everything else, kind of go hand in hand with the rest of the game and the gameplay loop. You know, it kind of brings the whole package together. While I don't necessarily think the music in this game was bad, I do feel like it was just a step back. Wasn't as many memorable tracks. Sometimes during big fights, the music, it was hitting, but it wasn't hitting as much as I want, and that is due to them having a different composer. So, you know, the music was all right. It wasn't the best. The sound design was really good as far as the guns. They always nail that. Doom guy footsteps, jumping around and walking around, super heavy, super weighty, so I absolutely love that. I was let down by some sound design cues, like, you know, I walked in a secret room and there was a bunch of skulls and bones on the floor, and I walked in there and didn't hear anything but normal footsteps. Personally, that's a small critique, but I would have loved to hear, you know, Doom guy crushing skulls as he walked, you know. But that's just me as a sound design head and music head, you know, just simple small things. Like I said, the combat guys is super good, super amazing. You know, once you learn to parry and get that system down, it's super fun. I did turn up the game speed a couple notches just for shits and giggles to see how everything was, and I left it there even after I turned it up. Now, I know I mentioned earlier you didn't need to. I didn't feel the need to. I just wanted to play around with the settings and see. But man, this game is absolutely amazing, yo. No matter how you playing it, a lot of accessibility options for the cupcakes out there. Don't take it that personal, but you know, it's a lot of accessibility options. You can dumb the game down, you know, like viewer logic, you know, put everything at the lowest, and they'll probably play it like that and still bitch and complain about the game. But for us Doom veterans, man, you know, you want to cut that difficulty up, cut that speed up, it's definitely there. Super fun game. I think it has a decent amount of replayability with, you know, the different dragon riding sections and the mech suits. I didn't even talk about that in the gameplay. It totally slipped my mind, but those sections definitely don't overstay its welcome, and it's extremely fun. I really like it. The voice acting was well done, like I mentioned earlier. All of the cutscenes is very good. Man, Doom the Dark Ages for me is a masterpiece. It's just another stone in the Thanos glove for it and that crew. They have been absolutely killing it, man. I love it. I love the engine. I love the story. I love the game. I love the universe. Just all around a great game, man. And this is what we need, you know, great single player experiences that's not, you know, charging you for skins and microtransactioning you to hell. Just a good game at a set price. It's in Game Pass day one, as with all Xbox first party games. So go ahead and check this out, guys. And shout out to Game Pass and Xbox as a whole. They've been absolutely killing it lately, man. You know, we got Clear Expedition. Now we got Doom. We got the showcase coming soon. So if you're watching this on the Game Pass Daily channel, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the podcast Aim Down Sights every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the channel. If you want to hear some real gamers talk games and keep you updated on all the latest gaming news, you're watching this on my personal channel, NextGenNero. Much love. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.